So much to get through, so little time with Gemma Tognini from GT Communications here on the desk. And over in the West, we've got Sky News host Caroline DeRusso live from Perth and fresh back from the US and that Republican convention. Caroline, it was obvious, of course, Joe Biden had to go, but on a Sunday afternoon via a tweet from his basement, this was bizarre.
Oh, it absolutely was. And you know, it's funny, I was sitting in Sydney Airport on my way to the US when there was that attempted assassination on Trump. And then, you know, you wake up Monday morning, but 10 days later, and Biden is gone. Look, it has been obvious since the debate that well, it's been obvious to some of us, Chris, who have discussed this on your particular show for a very long time, that something has been adrift. But it's only really since the debate that all of a sudden it seems that was the shot in the arm for the mainstream media, and off we go. Unsurprising. I mean, they've got their convention third week of August, I think, so there's an awful lot of work for the Dems to do between now and then to sort out whatever position it is that they are going to take to the election in November. This could have all been dealt with much more tightly had it happened earlier. And unfortunately, when you try and keep the status quo in place, even when it's totally unsustainable, unfortunately, it's quite the mess to clean up.
Yeah, they've got no one to blame but themselves. They should have dealt with all this years ago. I keep saying, Gemma, about talking about Biden's decision to go. Of course, he's just withdrawing. He's just not recontesting. And so once he comes out of the basement and rejoins the rest of the world in coming days, we're left with this situation where he's a lame-duck president serving through till January, and he's going to have to work with Kamala, and it's going to be messy.
I mean, there's so much to dig into in this set of circumstances. The thing you and I have spoken about countless times on this desk is who's really running the state.
Yes.
And that's the thing that terrifies me, because it's clearly not Joe Biden. I mean, he more than likely didn't write his own tweet or write his own statement. You know, I refer to my own father's cognitive decline as a point of comparison. There's no way in hell that man's running the United States. The world cannot afford a weak America. The media establishment who has enabled, protected and lied about his cognitive state, there's that. There's the agency and the machinations, the whole house of cards around Joe Biden that has done the same thing to the American people. It's terrifying. At least in Australia, we have a little bit more clarity. I mean, Canberra's full of their own straw people and their own machinations, but this is on a whole nother level. Yeah, there's more accountability, partly through the parliamentary system, the caucuses and party rooms, of course, but there's more accountability because they front up to the media more often. I mean, how many media conferences has Joe Biden done in the last 6 months? Well, hardly any. And the woman, you know, his press secretary, whose role is actually remarkably powerful when you think about it, gets up there and lies on the daily. Yeah, honestly, this is the thing that gets me, Caroline, as well, is just from the media and the political class, the lies, telling people, it's like the comical Ali thing. They're telling people that America, the president's fine, and the evidence is there is so obvious that he's not.